From a talent standpoint, there's some terrific players in this class. And, Jaden Rashada is one of the more natural throwers of the football. He's a guy that jumped on our radar before he even played a varsity down. He had to wait his turn at Pittsburgh. High out there in California, they had another young man ahead of him that went on to sign with Oregon. But Jaden shined in camp settings and 7-on-7 settings. He's just real pretty throwing the football. He's a long, lean kid that's going to need to develop physically, but just being able to make all the throws, in camp and combine settings, he's been terrific, and he had a good junior year. But you look at some of these other guys, Malachi Nelson's out here from Los Alamitos. He's committed to USC, originally committed to Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma. I got a chance to see Malachi at this QB Collective event. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but there's a lot of, NFL coaches and stuff involved with that. And they came to Indianapolis 2 summers ago, and Caleb Williams and Nussmeier and all those guys were on the field, and Malachi Nelson threw the football as well as any of those guys that day. So he is extremely talented throwing the football. Nico Iamaleva committed to Tennessee. He maybe hasn't played the same amount of varsity snaps as some of the touted guys, but he had a strong junior year, really takes care of the football, and then athletically, he is just kind of off the charts, 6'5", 195 pounds, outstanding volleyball player, just has some explosive traits to him. I love the Dante Moore kid from Detroit King, a state champion, 40 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions as a junior, going to be a 4-year starter. I was at the game they lost last year on a Hail Mary to Carmel in Indianapolis. Dante Moore threw for over 400 yards and led what looked to be the game-winning drive with like 20 seconds left, only to have a short kick and a Hail Mary beat him. But I just love his toughness. And a guy people don't talk about enough, in my opinion, is Jackson Arnold from Denton Guyer. He's committed to Oklahoma. I know he was the number 1 guy on a few premier boards. He led Denton Guyer to the state title game in the Lone Star State in what I think is the toughest class of high school football in America, played against the best high school football coaching, and goes out there and throws for almost 4,000 yards and 34 touchdowns and rushes for almost 700 yards and 12 more scores.